Okay, now, so we've seen the spate of service delivery protests around the country, of course, all spurred into the spotlight by what we saw happening in Alexandra, with the president also visiting there. Now, a task team sent to go and investigate some of the concerns of this community. Francis Hurd will speak now to our reporter Maageketla Mohlabe, who is in what they refer to as Gomorrah Township.
Thanks, Griselda. Indeed, the Alexandra Total Shutdown Movement, leading those protests in Alexandra, has been meeting an intergovernmental forum headed by Co-operative Governance Minister Zweli Mkhize. Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa appointed the team to deal with challenges in the township. He was there earlier in the month, as you said. For more on this, let's cross to SABC News reporter Maageketla Mohlabe, who's for us in Alexandra Township. Maageketla, so firstly, I mean, this political space was created when the mayor, the DA mayor, Mohlabe, didn't go to Alexandra. He was rejected when he went to nearby Marlborough. Then we saw the president engaging with residents, and very quickly an interministerial committee. Does this have anything to do with elections, do you think?
In fact, it was just early this morning when Mayor Mohlabe released a statement saying that he is glad that the president honored his request. Remember, I think it was about 2 weeks ago when Mayor Mohlabe wrote to the presidency that his visit, the president's visit, or anyone else's visit in the government should be intergovernmental, meaning it should involve local, provincial, as well as national teams. So this is why we are here today. This is an interministerial task team appointed by the president, and of course it is looking into those issues that have been raised by the residents of Alexandra during that protest. And you'd recall, Francis, that some of these issues, of course, are service delivery issues, pile of rubbish in the streets of Alexandra, as well as uncollected rubbish or even flowing sewage that's been there for many years in the streets of Alexandra. So as you can see behind me, the meeting, I think, got about 40 minutes having started. So in the front there you can see Gauteng Premier David Makhura. He's next to the convener, of course, Zweli Mkhize. I also see Police Minister Mkhize, the Human Settlement MEC in Gauteng. I can see as well as the MEC for Community Safety in Gauteng. So they've come to actually address or even listen to some of these issues raised by residents of Alexandra. I understand that the Total Shutdown community as well is here. They are actually presenting their case. Property owners as well in Alexandra, and you'd recall that's one of the issues that have been raised throughout the protest, that some of these issues, the issue of land in Alexandra is one of the issues that actually prevent development of housing. Yeah.
All right, and you spoke to this very high-level delegation. Just tell me what some of them are saying about possible outcomes here.
Of course, the outcome that we're expecting basically here is a way forward in terms of what's going to happen next week. We know that the intergovernmental task team is going to be coming through after this particular team met here. So we understand that we will have more details in terms of how they're going to deal with these issues inside Alexandra. But what the minister on the other side indicated is that the issues of Alexandra are not only limited to this particular township. This is a countrywide issue. So they will, of course, use Alexandra as a case study. On the other side, the issue of Alexandra project, a renewal project, he actually mentioned that that's one of the issues that they will be actually looking into. Remember, Gauteng Premier said that there will be an audit into that particular project. But I spoke to Minister Zweli Mkhize earlier on, and this is what he had to say about this meeting and what's going to happen next week.
The issue of the Alex renewal program, it goes back quite a number of years, and it was at some point referred to as the presidential project. And in the process, There was some statement of intent which was signed in 20 June 2016, and then subsequently there were a whole basket of programs that needed to be dealt with. It involved the property owners, it involved the community, civil society, different governments and different layers of government, and there was a whole program of how to renew Alexandra, which we were to focus on. And that's the main issue that we're going to be dealing with.
So Maageketla, the minister there, alluding to programs that have been around for a while. And like you said, these service delivery issues have been around for years. So the speed at which this has been done, the high-level delegation there, is this a political statement? Is this about elections? Because surely it'll garner goodwill from township dwellers.
Well, of course, you'd recall that during those protests, we actually had those allegations that this is clearly an ANC project. Of course, ANC on the other side saying that, no, DA is basically running out of ideas. They can't actually face the people of Alexandra. Well, today, of course, the minister saying that this is not about ANC, this is not about elections, this is about addressing the issues and putting differences.
All right, we seem to have lost Maageketla, that feed freezing, but outlining that meeting underway, and we'll bring you the outcomes. This intergovernmental committee meeting with the residents of Alexandra, especially those who've been spearheading the protest action.